Hey everyone, happy Friday on this Fastcast. I'm Margot Gray with your 48 Fastcast. This is our digital newscast bringing you the latest news in just under 10 minutes. So let's start out in Colbert County, where a man is unfortunately dead following a crash on Thursday. So the crash happened just outside of Leeton on Alabama Highway 20 near Pruitt Drive. State troopers say Howard Staggs was injured after he ran off the road and then hit a culvert and overturned. Staggs was taken to the hospital where he later died from his injuries. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. Now let's move over to Limestone County, where a man indicted in the death of an 18-year-old is denied youthful offender status. 19-year-old Jonathan Etter was previously indicted for manslaughter and a drug-related charge after Ava Bachnia was found dead inside his home earlier this year. You may remember that story. It took a lot of headlines when we first initially heard about it. Ava's mother said her daughter was in and out of rehab for fentanyl use following a car accident a few years ago. Etter, who will be tried as an adult, has his arraignment coming up, scheduled for February of 2026. All right, in recent years, Decatur City Schools cut its chronic absenteeism rate in half thanks to a new program. So if a student reaches at least 3 excused absences, the family is then notified about the program. So the program will evaluate why the student is missing class and then present its findings to a team made up of local agencies. The Morgan County District Attorney Scott Anderson shared an example with us of how this program is used.
That parent, once we talked to him, said, you know, I have to work. I can't make sure she goes to school. And so we came up with a plan to ease her back into the school system. We worked with the school system that she was in to get her homework assignments, and we were able to provide those to her through the school system. She was extremely bright. She finished 1 course over a weekend.
Okay, so you heard it there, that program put to good use. All right, let's turn to the end of this football season. It's in sight for the 2025 high school football season, but that doesn't mean teams are letting up on the gas tonight. We are taking a trip out to Arab as the Knights host the Scottsboro Wildcats. 48 Sports Director Carl Prather and sports anchor Kaylee Tinkelstad will join us live from Arab City School Stadium to break down tonight's big game of the week. Be sure to tune in tonight at 10. We'll have your highlights as well from that big game and all of the games across North Alabama during our 48 Blitz show. Another big event that we're all dressed in pink for. The entire station, by the way, has pink on to celebrate Liz Hurley as we head into all the celebrations for the Liz Hurley Ribbon Run in its 22nd year. If that wasn't enough action for you this weekend, join in on this. We're a T-minus 24 hours from the 22nd annual Liz Hurley Ribbon Run. There's still time to sign up, by the way, if you haven't already. The only catch, you have to do it in person. A few spots remain, so you want to sign up in person. Head over to Fleet Feet. That's in Jones Valley. We have folks there ready to sign you up, so you get your t-shirt, you get your bib to wear for the run, and we can all be excited about that. To learn more about tomorrow's big race, where you need to park, all of those details, head over to our website right now at WAFF.com. All right, that'll wrap it up for your Fastcast on my end of the spectrum. We're going to go to this quick break, and then Brad Travis will have your forecast.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I believe I am on the right mic here. Let's double check. I got mic 2. Yep, we're good to go. double check over here. All right, let's show you something here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at, we've got something different up here, by the way. I don't see there. Circle box. There we go. All right, first alert weather day for Sunday morning. So tomorrow you're really going to start noticing changes with the weather. The wind's going to pick up. We've already had the clouds moving in today, but here's a look hour by hour as we get into the Saturday evening. In fact, this continues to trend towards midnight. So that's pretty much been the official forecast from us over the past couple of days. What we're expecting here is a line of thunderstorms to come through. Very isolated chance for these brief wind gusts, which may exceed 50 miles per hour. Those would be the damaging wind gusts. Very heavy rain. This is much needed rain, by the way. Notice the time here. This is 4 o'clock in the morning. This is going to be an early morning overnight event. Make sure you get your weather radio prepared just in case. And if we do get a tornado warning, I do want to stress this. There's no need to panic. These types of tornadoes from storm systems like this typically are more like strong downbursts. The only reason they're called tornadoes is because there's circulation. Sometimes the winds are only 60 to 70 miles per hour. They may take down trees, so that's the only real concern would be in a mobile home. But again, they're very, very brief, extremely isolated. Most of us will just have heavy rain. I don't think we're going to have a lot of lightning, just due to the fact there's not a whole lot of instability. I wouldn't cancel any of your outdoor plans in the afternoon either, because the afternoon actually looks pretty good. Here's that 3-day forecast. Temperatures running about 84 degrees tomorrow. Again, windy. It's an alert day. And again, it's mainly for the morning hours. But by the afternoon, those wind gusts are going to be screaming. About 30, maybe 35 miles per hour. A little higher and higher terrain. 69 for the high Sunday. But I'm telling you right now, right before sunset, maybe even as early as 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we are likely going to have the temperatures in the upper 50s already, down to 43, so really chilly out there. Make sure your kids have a jacket for the bus stop there Monday morning. We do recover back to 72. Quick look at the timeline here. This is going to be roughly midnight to 3 a.m., so we've been able to narrow that window down. I think we had it to 5 a.m. just yesterday and earlier this morning, and then 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. east of I-65. Fairly quick round moving in, a ½ inch to an inch of rain possible. Here are the wind gusts here. Notice this is Sunday at 7 o'clock in the morning. Strong gusty winds associated with the heavy rain, and then behind the heavy rain, behind that front, we have gusty winds from here all the way to Nashville. The higher terrain up in the Smoky Mountains could see some 40 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts with that. Again, coming up at 4 o'clock, we'll be talking a lot more about this. Thank you guys for tuning in. Plus, we'll continue to keep you up to date throughout the entire weekend. Appreciate you tuning in.